don't know if he stopped in front of this apartment complex here or what. There, I see him. In the parking lot, Vaughn's parking lot, cutting through. Thank you, JJ. He's in a parking garage there. Hang on, don't move. There's, let's see if we can get up over that building. Hang on. I've lost him, JJ, so if you see him, let me know. Yeah, it sounds like the airship lost him too. Yeah, it looked like he walked down this, down here. There was an open door there, but I don't know if he went in there.
Welcome to ABC7.com, and you've been watching this pursuit. It's I'm not even sure if Air 7's pilot can hear us and the photographer, but this gentleman right in the middle of the screen has pointed down the street to his left, our screen right. He has been trying to tell people that the suspect in this chase had walked down the street. So we watched the suspect park a stolen Toyota Camry in that little parking spot, and if you were with us a few moments ago, you saw it as well. And then the person got out and he started walking a little bit. Many people in this neighborhood have all been coming out and trying to help. But you saw the interaction right there with a police officer as somebody was rushing towards him to try to give him information, and the officer had to step back just a moment because the officers, as they come into this area, don't know who is who's trying to help and who's trying to run. So that gentleman right there on the steps was the one that has been trying to help officers because he saw the person who parked off to his right, which is kind of where the camera is moving now, parked in that area, it looked like, though maybe those garages right there. That seems to be the car in that area right there, as I was watching a moment ago. But this chase has been going on for quite some time. We picked it up probably about 30 minutes ago. It was northbound on the 405, went through Long Beach. You're now looking, it's at Euclid and California Avenue, but it went 710. It was on the 710 for a while, went past Firestone, and then that's when we found out that it was a black Camry, and there were two people in the car, but at some point, even during the chase, we saw the passenger door opening up. At one point, the passenger got out. They were on the westbound 10 freeway as well, went past Normandy there, then went past the 405 again. So the passenger tried to get out, but they're down in Santa Monica now. At one point, they were eastbound Montana from Ocean in Santa Monica, and now you see that they are at 12th in California. So the person got out of the vehicle, and you did see some officers just to the bottom of our screen there as they were trying to kind of block things off. But once that person got into these little alleyways, he almost hit a person. We saw a person walking there and was almost hit. So now the person is just walking around or running. We saw the shirt. I'm sure all of you saw it even before I started to speak. If you were watching us, you saw, and then now you see these folks pointing in the direction of where the car's parked, and then they're kind of looking off in the direction that it seems to me from their actions that it looks as if that's the way the suspect in this case walked off. And you see a lot of people on their phones. Here at 1:30, there are a lot of people at home, many probably staying at home due to the COVID pandemic. A lot of people staying at home these days and just not going out, so that there's a lot more people out and about. That is just another person kind of coming out to see what's going on. But again, this was a stolen Camry report. There were two people in the vehicle. We do not know the relationship between those two people, but at some point, the passenger let's see, there you go. Now you've got people up on the balcony. Looks like some guys who are working there who are able to maybe point to the officer and let them know where this person took off, which is interesting because without audio, we can't tell if there was a lot of siren or screeching of wheels or how that was going. But they have relayed information to that officer who's now, again, this is kind of the direction that the other man was pointing. And it's hard for me to tell if that's east-west or what that is, but we do know that it's in the neighborhood of the 1120 block of Euclid and California. And stolen car suspect, we don't know if this person is armed or not armed. It did not appear as if he was carrying anything when we watched him get out of the vehicle and try to walk away, but certainly it would be unsettling if somebody came into your home trying to elude authorities. And so we're just kind of watching here together with each other. ABC7 still has Tamron Hall on. And so I just decided to come out here and join you as we watched what was a pursuit. And then now somebody's going out to walk their dog. That should be an interesting thing. I would assume that police will want you to generally stay at home if you live in the area of Euclid and California, possibly to avoid any kind of accidents. We saw one person charge right at an officer who was coming down one of those alleyways. Nothing happened. That was a very good outcome, but you could tell the officer was somewhat startled. As you can imagine, somebody just comes running down the alleyway to open the gate and tell you, where a person had gone. Imagine the officer's position as he was trying to figure out what's happening. But that was a good outcome. The person just relayed the information. The officer went about their search. So you see a lot of people in this general area. We have not seen the person walk away from here. We don't know if he is in that in one of those homes. I can tell you that our assignment desk is continuing to try to make inroads, find out exactly what's going on, and they will send me notes, and we will be able to find out that information together. You see some of the officers there just kind of trying to present some sort of perimeter. You see the helicopter is up, so they have air support as well. And Air 7 HD is in communication with all of these entities. So if Air 7 is able to spot them, we would, of course, pass that along to the authorities as well. But a heavy police presence near Euclid, and this is another one of the intersections there, in Euclid and Wilshire. So we're just going to kind of see if we can find a way. The Santa Monica police now involved. Most of the chase was CHP, but clearly Santa Monica police will be involved in this as they try to find this person who just bailed out and tried to run away. And you have to understand, too, if the passenger that got out of the vehicle earlier in the chase has some sort of relationship with the person who is now at large, that is going to be a major factor in the fact that the police will now know who it is. And if this becomes too much of an imposition, so to speak, or too much of a negative impact to the community in the area, they could just pull back and wait and go pick this person up elsewhere. That is if they determine who it is and find out what's going on. So we're kind of just watching together here. But we do think that person is in that block that is just at the top of your screen We did not see him get down to the main intersection of any of these streets. Right now, it does appear as if he's in somewhere in this area. We lost him up against the row of houses there on the left, right down that main street. That's where he pulled in and parked, jumped out, kind of went down one of the alleyways and then came back out. And so we haven't seen, once he got up next to those houses, and you see a lot of people deciding to take pictures. Let's wave back, shall we? He was coming down this way, but there are a lot of people there that would have seen this person. So it's interesting that somehow this person has been able to elude authorities even to this point, with as many people who came out and started to kind of watch and see what was going on. It seems more people are interested in the air presence than the suspect who is in their neighborhood. But a lot of Santa Monica police officers in there. They might just be going door to door, find out if somebody had left a door open and if this person walked in. It is a man. We could see that it was that looked like a drone. So that may have been a drone. So I'm going to step away from this. It does look like the person is going to continue to try to stay out of authorities' grasp, and we'll step away. And if the situation warrants, we'll come back. But thanks for watching us here on ABC7, trying to provide you as much content as we can here online and on television. But have a great afternoon, and join us for Eyewitness News at 3 o'clock on ABC7. Take care.
Yeah, go ahead, JJ. Yeah, kind of what I saw looked like he was going right in between here, and then that's when I lost him.